Okay, we're going to try this now. I finally got a table. These tables fill up with kids and they don't leave. I was on a selfie stick and boy was mine getting tired. Let's see, I've talked about phones, I've talked about all your important paperwork. One of the big ones is banking. Your banks and your credit cards get kind of funny about you leaving the country and quitting your job. They don't care for that. Now if you're retired and you got lots of money coming in, they don't care if you work. But leaving the country gets them a little fidgety. I looked around for different banks. I was with the school credit union. Really nice. I really liked the teachers' credit union. But it was a local thing and they weren't really set up for international. So I talked to a bunch of people, and I also am a member of Navy Federal. I was thinking about using Navy Federal, but I talked to some people and they said that for international, USAA is, they said, a little bit better. It used to be more for service members and veterans and their families, but they wanted to make more money, so they kind of expanded it out. So now it's like if your parents are veterans, or it's pretty much if you know a veteran, you pretty much can get USAA. There is some connection to military still, but they've loosened it up a lot. As a veteran, it was easy for me to get. There's no branch in Dallas. The nearest branch is in like San Antonio. It's like, I don't know, 300-400 miles away from Dallas. Did it all over the internet. Opened the account, transferred some money. They mailed me some checks. They mailed me a credit card, an ATM card. Never been to the bank. Now, I moved over here to the Philippines. I contacted the bank and credit cards and anyone you've got money with, tell them you're traveling. Because if you go to use your credit card and they think it's been stolen by somebody in the Philippines and they cancel your card, you're screwed. So make sure and let them know you're traveling. I was using like Western Union and Zoom to transfer money monthly. And you lose a little bit on the exchange rate. Then sometimes there's a fee on top of that. So it gets pretty expensive. You could move $1,000, you might lose 1,000 pesos. So you're losing like, $20 on the exchange rate. Then there's a $5 fee, and it starts getting to be expensive. USAA, I found out accidentally, while we were building the house, I needed money. And I was going to transfer money, but it ended up, I was in a hurry for the money. I was out in the city, couldn't get to the internet because my phone didn't have internet at the time. It does now. And so I just used the ATM, the USAA ATM card. And I was concerned. I didn't know what the exchange rate was going to be or the fees, but I needed the money to buy some supplies for the house. The local bank charges 250 peso fee. USAA refunds that fee up to $15 per account. So you can use it 3 times on your checking, 3 times on your savings. So that's 6 ATM visits a month. That's for free. The exchange rate was better than Western Union or Zoom. So once I found that out, all I use now is my USAA. I live off my ATM card. I only hit the machine twice a month. So my fees are paid. The exchange rate's great. I don't worry about it. The only thing is I do go on to the bank and let them know that I'll be traveling, and they're okay with that. I've been here for 5 years using the ATM and the credit card, and they don't care. My official home of record is a mail forwarding service in Texas. They're okay with that. So it's been really easy. The banking was easy to set up. I think if you're ask around. I've heard that Citibank is good for foreign stuff. USAA is wonderful. Navy Federal is supposed to be pretty good. So depending on if you're military, there's a lot. Your military credit unions are going to be a good choice. If you're not military, you got to look around. I've heard Citibank is a good one, but I used USAA and it's really easy to set up. There's a few things you also need to look at just on your basic finances. You might consider leaving somebody's power of attorney back in your home country. You can talk to an attorney, get that set up. Power of attorney can be specific power of attorney on certain things. You can give them a general power of attorney, which means they can sign anything. Be very careful with that one. I did not leave a power of attorney with anyone in the U.S. Again, because the internet makes everything so easy. 20 years ago, before we had the net, you probably just about have to leave somebody a power of attorney. Make sure to arrange for any ongoing payments or obligations. Even simple things like Netflix. I have a Netflix account I had when I was in the U.S. and I've still got it. Pays automatically on PayPal. So my mail forwarding service also is one that pays automatically on PayPal. Yes. I'm being shot at. You want to get a free copy of your credit report? Preferably do all of this while you're still in your home country. Make sure everything on there is current. See who has open accounts. There's a lot of accounts on there you forgot about. Cancel any of the local stuff. You're not going to need your gas card, your Walmart card, your Target card. Cancel all of those, close the accounts. Keep a couple credit cards because they're always handy. Make sure and close any open lines of credit that you're not going to be using over here. You keep a couple credit cards for emergencies, maybe as an escape clause. I've got enough open credit to get any surgery I need or emergency flights. So you want to keep your credit in good shape. Main thing is just find a bank that deals with international transactions well. Let your bank and all your credit cards know that you will be traveling. Have all your direct deposits and everything you can think of all set up in advance before you move. Banking's really much easier now than it used to be. Again, all of this is easier because of the internet. Next, we'll talk about something else. Enjoy your day in paradise.